Alive and in humongous color from west of the Rockies. Let's make a bacon with Ace with another award-winning video. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you don't, give me a thumbs down and comment and tell me that you didn't like it, because thanks. So this is what's called a deep freezer. I know it's a new technology, hasn't been out for forever, and yeah, I got one from the walls of marts, not carried in stores. Don't see store for details. Only available from the .coms. Currently being powered from the RV there. So, got myself a deep freezer. The freezer and fridge inside the RV is a power-hungry monster. And I've actually been running it on propane pretty much the entire time that I've been here. And it's probably, and it's eating propane too. So its days are numbered as far as my use of it in its current capacity and all of that. I've got stuff in the freezer of it, which I'll move, and then I'll be able to reduce the temperature of the entirety of the unit to super low number, and hopefully that will make it more efficient on powers. But deep freezers are awesome. This was, I think, around $150, and 5 cubic foot Arctic King might be a total piece of garbage. That's why I paid the extra how many dollars and bought the extended service plan through probably Asurion or Square Trade or Allstate or whatever, so that if there's a problem with it, they'll either fix it or replace it, or give me a Walmart gift card to buy something else. Yeah, so big fan of deep freezer, just because when you open it, all the cold just sits in there. Unlike a regular fridge freezer, it doesn't come flooding out to where you have to, it has to recoup all of that lost coldness. And so, yeah, I got that. The other thing that I've done, is concrete stairs. I did the same thing off the ground. It's because we have snow. Snow will be here, and just want it a little bit off the floor, I guess you could say. I'll be using a level to level it off as well, sooner or later. But got some stairs, because entering and exiting the RV for me, it isn't too bad, but for the little 9-pound pups, not easy. So this will easyfy it. This will be the easy button and beautiful thing. So what else we got that we did today? Billboard tarp. Bought this a few years ago. I haven't had a use for it. Now I do. It is to put a layer between the ground and me, to ensure that moisture doesn't come up and camp underneath the RV when wintertime comes to call, with freeze and thaw patterns. Is it going to be a perfect solution? Nope, definitely not, but it'll be better than nothing. I'll be skirting this with foam board in a few days, and also black plasticking it to reduce airflow underneath the RV, so that if it's winding, that the winding will not cause heat loss, at least from underneath. So we got that. Turned off the water today after I got the tarp underneath there, because the pressure relief valve in the old hot water heater, it leaks. Didn't notice it when there wasn't a tarp there, but boy, when there's a tarp there, it's building up. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I got to turn off the water for now. I'll probably put a plug in it temporarily. As I've shown you before, I do not use propane hot water heater. I have actually tried to turn it on a few times since I've been down here, and the sucker won't light most of the time. And when it does, it explodes. And it sounds like a poop, pop shot, pop, pop kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about. YouTube. Got to use different vocabulary. Yeah, so I'll put a plug in there. Well, aren't you worried about it exploding? No, because I'm not going to use the thing. Why do you think I have 26 solar panels? I have an electric water heater in there, so it's not going to make one lick of difference with that. And it's got its own pressure relief valve on it, and that is channeled underneath the RV. So if it has to use it, then it'll make it humid underneath the RV. But hey, you know, that's life. This is not Walgreens. So, yeah, so we got that tank on my propane, 30,000. Sorry, it's been a long day. 30,000 BTU heater has been just chewing through some of the propane. These tanks that I have, none of them were full. I'd used them for other purposes, so pretty soon I'll either swap them out for tank exchange or fill them. I have, I think, 5. So, got that. But yeah, good old billboard tarp. So this is a billboard. It's not black on the other side. It's an advertisement for the Marines. But it's 10 mil. It's got a few little holes in just around the edge, but pretty good overall. Got the water rehooked back up after I pulled it forward, mowed the grass, put the tarp down, moved it back. Had to add an extension onto my brother's water hose just because it was leaking out of that joint. I added some Teflon tape and did that, but I don't need it. I don't need a lake, and it was creating a lake. I don't mind if it drips. It actually is better because then it won't freeze. But yeah, I don't need a lake. So I've delaked, and that's good to go. Solar is hooked back up. I got the AC200 Max, AC200P Max in the best part of the day for sun, getting around 950 watts, 700 something for the P. I can put on the solar extra controller things, but I'm just not interested. I've got cables coming in on Monday to connect the server rack batteries, the EG4 LL batteries, 48 volt, 100 amp hour. Batteries, I got 3 of those. Be connecting that up. And then these cables, as they are, well, they will work for all of the panels. I need to do some updates on the panels as well, but got everything plugged in and ready to rock and roll. Tomorrow, this is so black water, I have none. I'm using a bucket in another outbuilding, which is cold in the mornings. Frozen, but hey, I'm not interested. I just don't. I'll put it in a bag. I'll take it to the landfill. I'm not dealing with a hose. That's just nasty to me. I'm gonna dig a hole. I'm gonna dig it decently deep. Put that in it, and then I'll put either foam board or straw bales or something over the top, and that'll insulate that. Oh, got a headache. Love headaches. They are fantastic. I need to put a couple of concrete blocks on the edges here, on the ends, to hold it down. Am I going to do that now? No, I hurt. Not interested. Do it tomorrow. But yeah. What else? So we got propane. Propane is less than half at this point in time because it's been using it for the fridge. So it's the final countdown. I ordered a secondary valve to put in this hole, which I have no idea whether that's actually going to work or not. But it looks like it's got a little dingus there that would make it so it would. So I really hope it would, because then I'll connect up a hose to that and run it up through the engine bay to where I can connect 20-pound cylinders directly to this big tank, and that will feed both the fridge, if I continue to use it on propane at all, the heater, and the hot water heater if I really wanted to replace that pressure relief valve. I don't want to do anything without doing that pressure relief valve. Oh man, sorry, I'm not feeling well. It's been a hard day. Moving blocks for my neck stuff, where I broke my neck. It's a different story, but it feels like I'm getting shocked and electrocuted with my hands and arms and shoulders. Continued neck issues. That's life. So, but yeah, so that's the update for now. I've been working on trying to get a trencher, because I need to, I had the water freeze for the first time completely, 100% last night. So, you know, these joints are not taped for the water coming in. I'll do that tomorrow. They've been too wet to tape before, but I'll tape those tomorrow, because it should be another good day. But even with, you know, with untaped and it's got gaps and stuff, it froze solid, at least in one place. All it's got to be is just one inch. 1 inch has to freeze for the whole thing to be rendered useless. But I'll trench out and I'll drop it in the trencher. We got that. Sorry, walking slow. In the next couple days, I'm going to add brackets to both the bottom and the top and the back pieces of 2x4, and I'll also take the one that fell down, blew over, at the end there. I'll take it apart, put in screws and build it right. I'll build it on this end that I'm on right now, and then I'll also build one more that will account for a total of 26 total solar panels I'll be using. And then I've bought some stakes, and I'm gonna rope it up and stake it down. But here's the hole. So with the drying and or moisturizing of the wood, it popped one of the screws, had enough pressure to just shear it. So that's why I know I need to have brackets. I have buckets with a cinder block on most of the ends here, and I'll add the rest of them as we go. I bought a few more buckets, and I can empty some buckets as well. But now I'm going to probably order me some dinner, because I am just not feeling well enough to cook myself some dinner, and then I'm going to lay down really early. Just hurting too much. But yeah, that's the update for now. Within the next week, I'll be taking a trip to the dump. All of this is from raccoons and wind blowing it over, so all this stuff is going to go to the dump. And a lot of boxes are going to be going to the dump, and it's going to be a dump spectacular before winter rears its ugly head, and then I'll skirt the RV and all of that jazz. So also, the RV isn't quite level. It's teetering a little to the left, so I'll probably end up using some manufactured home jacks to jack it up to make a more level living space. But that is all for now. It's been 15 minutes and I'm gonna order some food. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a fantastic day, and look forward to talking to you soon. Okay, bye. Goodbye.